A wraith? That's improbable. They cannot manifest far from their wretched corpse. Only the Yazidi knew how to... Oh, the Yazidi. As a bookish child, I accidentally intoned a death curse that claimed my mother, our neighbors, and a passing couple in the street, though it spared their small russet dog. I was young and needed the knowledge. Carter, this is why I saw something of myself in you. A great and terrible power to be shaped with the care I never had.
That's not really encouraging, sir.
I assure you that your magic has almost certainly not caused any immediately fatal injuries. This loose end has become a hangman's noose. Exorcising the wraith calls for a ritual sacrifice. My ritual sacrifice.
No way.
No bloody way.
In fact, it is the only way. In the realm of the Peacock King, blood calls for blood. Such is the price of foolish magic. I should like that for my epitaph.
This isn't going to happen, HJ. Obviously, I defer to your massive brain on most matters of the occult, but the only object lesson happening today is you learning about compromise.
That sounds painful.
Less painful than making a pentacle from your entrails.
You remembered the very book of curses. Truly a model student.
What news from the colonies?
No handshakes, please. Body temperature makes my skin crawl. Do you read? It is a fading art. In this modern world, offer an occultist an irreplaceable manuscript, and they will claim they are waiting for the movie. All the scholarly aspect has gone out of forbidden knowledge. The studiousness, the drive. You should be aware of the urgency with which we nurture our young talents. The eldest oral traditions describe recorded history as the fourth great age of mankind, an age that is closing. I could not hazard a guess if another age will follow. As a pentaphobic, I would like no part of it. Perhaps I appear blasé to the human tragedy that surrounds us. I am, largely. I believe one should focus on their strong subjects. Empathy was never truly one of mine. Thusly, I must protect the Academy and its occupants the only way I can appreciate. Analytically. Our hidden world is a sequence of disastrous events, all connected, echoing back to creation and forward until the death rattle of the universe. It is unfortunate, for academic purposes, that those with the time and means to draw these connections are invariably rendered insane. You may wonder why the Illuminati invested in an open institution like the Academy. It is a mirror to their brotherhood, exclusive but not elitist. I was self-taught when they first came to me as a young offender and ushered me firmly behind the curtain of secrecy. Hello?
Miss Usher has done her best to prepare me for the future. She warned me that there'll be people who will try to exploit my gifts, like having this strangers with candy talk, but with magic. You want to hear something weird? Sure you do, you're just getting warmed up. I haven't even told Miss Usher this yet, but around the time things started going wrong, I started seeing people. Other kids. I think other kids like me, with powers like me. It's the least crazy reason I can come up with to explain it. I wish I could say this isn't how I planned my Sweet 16, but really, I haven't known any other life. They took me in here when I was 12, the youngest enrollment since, ever. My parents didn't want to let me go, but what else could they do? Pay off another trashed house, an interstate move? They still apologize in every letter from home. So, how's your super story going so far? Swallowed a bee, wrecked your place. I know how that one starts. They say we're gifted. I don't want to come across like a spoiled brat, but gee, some gift. Scared off my friends, my family, any chance for a normal life?
I give them a lot of jip, but the Templars were ahead of the curve in pushing for a proper magical education. Oxford, Uttar Pradesh, Cairo, etc. Of course, their reasoning was a bag of shite. It's got bugger all to do with entitlement and everything about sorting out your place in the world. Despite his eccentricities and cynical, he'll appreciate the honesty, downright unpleasant personality, Mr. Montag, HJ, does more for the safety and development of his students than he lets on. These parts have gotten pretty lively since everyone died. Not quite a rescue, more of an investigation, eh? You and all the others. Personally, I think the whole team colours thing is pure pish. So I hope we won't have to start fighting like we were in a scene from the bloody Matrix. I took this position to trade an overcrowded island for a quiet one, for a peaceful life, before life went and said bollocks to that. There was something pure ironic about the move too. My kind weren't popular in these parts 300 years ago.
You're identifying and actioning the win themes out there. That saves everyone so much time and energy. Except for the losers.
mad dog won't raise any pups. So my pop used to say. Yeah, I never saw myself as the fathering kind, despite sitting in as Santa for as many Kingsmouth Christmases as I can count. That's more gut than paternal instinct, in every way. All our legends and traditions speak of watching over this land, of suffering the hardships. Not a lot of bridges in these parts for water to go under. There's a whole lot of slights and hurt that never got sounded out, never really left this place. Man doesn't write romances for a reason, the miserable bastard. We got bets on him coming out of this one with a story about saving the day, maybe with an empowered Native American squeeze, too.